Okay, welcome back, everyone. So, here's the $1,000,000 question that I have for you. If Henrico's annual water quality report for 2024 said that there was no fluoride in the drinking water, when in fact there was fluoride in the drinking water, would you consider that falsification of records? What do you think? So let me show you what Henrico did, and let me explain to you why I think this is a serious issue, okay? Here we go. Okay, here we go, guys. We are at Henrico County Public Utilities Annual Water Quality Report for 2024. We're going to scroll down just a few pages to the section on fluoride. Past PFAS, past lead, and here we go, test results. Let's zoom into this page a little bit better, and you can see over here on the left it says fluoride. All right, this is going to be for 2024, and what I want to direct your attention to first is this right here. So it says amount detected in D. Now, if you want to know what that means, what you can do is scroll down to definitions. All right, here we go. Over here on the left, it says definitions, and we're going to find in D. It says in D means not detected, indicates that the substance was not found by laboratory analysis. Now, I find this to be a problem, okay, and I'll explain why. Let's go back up. Okay, so again, we've got fluoride over here on the left, and then amount detected in D, not detected. This is the water coming from Henrico County Public Utilities, and just as a frame of reference, you have Richmond Public Utilities, and the amount of fluoride detected was 0.58 parts per million. Now, why is it a problem that it says not detected? Because there was actually fluoride that was added into the drinking water in 2024, and I feel that it is a huge problem that many people living in Henrico are going to read this annual water quality report and see that no fluoride was detected, and they're going to assume that fluoride is no longer being added into the drinking water and may expose their children to additional fluoride treatments at the dentist, or even go out and buy fluoride drops or fluoride tablets, in which case the children are going to be dosed with even more fluoride, right? Because we do have fluoride in the drinking water. But if it says not detected, you're going to think, oh, I guess they stopped. Okay. I'd like to direct your attention to something else that's bothered me. So over at the top, over in this area, it says typical source. And here for fluoride, it says that the typical source, erosion of natural deposits. The type of fluoride that's added into Richmond's water and Henrico's water, it's not naturally occurring fluoride, it's artificial fluoride, okay? The amount of fluoride that comes out of the James River is extremely minuscule, if any. I mean, from my understanding, there is no fluoride in the James, but I kind of find that hard to believe, being that everybody's putting fluoride in their drinking water, and then that drinking water makes its way into the James. But it's not natural, I guess, is what I want to say. If there's fluoride in the James, I can't imagine that it's natural deposits. So I find this to be deceitful at best. Okay. So the other issue that I have is, again, they're talking about source, and it says water additive which promotes strong teeth. This has nothing to do with the source, right? A water additive that promotes strong teeth. One, your teeth are harder, but they're also more brittle. Your teeth are, harder, but they are stained and have dental fluorosis on them. So, strong teeth is not necessarily healthy teeth. It these linguistic games matter. You want strong teeth, but you don't want super, super strong teeth to the point where they crack and break off, right? You want a teeny bit of tensile strength. And what bothers me on this is this section, water additive, which promotes strong teeth, is not that's not the source. That wording doesn't belong under typical source, is what I'm getting at.
Huh? Huh?
I don't think I communicated my point very well on this water additive, which promotes strong teeth portion. What I was driving at is it promotes hard teeth. It doesn't promote strong teeth.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And they're conflating strong teeth with hard teeth. Fluoride makes your teeth harder, but they also make them more brittle. Fluoride does not make your teeth stronger. It does not make your teeth healthy. Okay, so really, I don't think this is a truthful statement. It's not promoting strong teeth, it's promoting hard teeth. There is a difference. So I didn't quite know how to articulate my point before that was bothering me, but that is what I'm saying, and there is, in fact, a difference.
Yes, sir.
What in God's green earth are we dealing with here, Doctor?
General, that's what we're here to find out.
Okay, now they say discharge from fertilizer and aluminum factories. Now, this is a problem because they know where this fluoride is coming from, okay? So from the FOIA requests that I've done, the fluoride, the hydrofluorosilicic acid that Henrico County uses, it is a discharge from the fertilizer factories, otherwise known as a waste byproduct. We buy our waste byproduct from Univar Solutions, and I've seen Univar Solutions says that they source their hydrofluorosilicic acid from Florida. So they're not. I don't like that this is not clear, and I don't feel like this is very truthful. Henrico has a legal obligation to make these water quality reports truthful according to the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act. So I think to claim that the fluoride in the water is typically sourced from erosion of natural deposits, no, we add artificial fluoride into the drinking water. So no, I don't think that's the typical source. This next portion, again, water additive, which promotes strong teeth. No, that's not a typical source. That's not a source at all. That's got nothing to do with nothing. The typical source would be from the fertilizer and aluminum factories. And really, in the last year, they know exactly where they're getting the hydrofluorosilicic acid. If it's coming from the fertilizer industry, say, if it's coming from the aluminum factory, say, what are they buying a little bit from the fertilizer industry and buying a little bit from the aluminum industry? I don't like it. I do not think that this is what the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act had in mind when it comes to these water quality reports. And especially when it comes to the amount detected, to say that there wasn't any fluoride that was detected in the water in 2024 is not a truthful statement. There was, in fact, fluoride in the drinking water for 56 days. Let me show you something else that I find troubling. Okay, so the fluoride was out of the drinking water for nearly a year in 2024. They started adding it back into the water in late of 2024. And according to the Virginia Administrative Code, the waterworks owner, which is Henrico, shall provide the commissioner at least 90 days prior written notice of the intent to initiate or discontinue a program to provide the optimal fluoride ion concentration. When they started adding the fluoride back into the county water, they did not notify the commissioner. Who else is Henrico obligated to notify? They are actually obligated to notify I haven't found it. Let me go over here. Okay, forgive me, guys. So here we go. At least 90 days before initiating or discontinuing a program to provide the optimal fluoride ion concentration, a waterworks owner shall deliver written notice to the waterworks consumer. Notice to consumer shall be consistent with 12 VAC 5-590-540 C2D. Okay, let me go out of this. Okay, so let me explain why this matters. So there's no ordinance to let people know that there's fluoride in the drinking water. On 2024's yearly water quality report, it says that there was no fluoride in the drinking water at all, which is not a truthful statement, okay? There was fluoride in the drinking water. And when Henrico started adding fluoride back into the water, they were required to send out a notice to the public as well as the health commissioner. So let me paint the picture. Imagine you have citizens in Henrico. They keep hearing how fabulous fluoride is, right? So they want to make sure to, give their child water that has fluoride in it. So how would they know that Henrico has fluoride in the water? Well, they look at the ordinance. Doesn't say there's any fluoride in the ordinance. They would look at the water quality report. There's no fluoride mentioned in the water quality report, and they didn't get a notice in the mail. Quite to the contrary. If I was somebody who just started researching this and I wanted to figure out if there was fluoride in the drinking water, I would say, well, there's no ordinance, so there's no fluoride. The water quality report for 2024 says there's no fluoride, so I would think, okay, there's no fluoride. And I never got a letter in the mail stating that there's fluoride in the drinking water, right? So any rational citizen would think that there's no fluoride in the drinking water currently as it stands now in 2025, and they would be wrong. I think this is extremely reckless of Henrico, because I'm telling you, there's going to be people out there who see all of this and say, well, there's no fluoride in the water, so they're going to put fluoride drops into their child's water, in which case they're going to get drugged at twice the amount. They're going to, take their child to the dentist and say, well, there's no fluoride in my water, so go ahead and give them a fluoride treatment, right? They're going to be exposing their children to more fluoride. This is extremely reckless of Henrico County to deceive the American people. To me, the way I perceive this is falsification of records. And I'm sure, I've been looking at a variety of laws. It's really, in my opinion, it seems like child endangerment. You know, I don't understand how people haven't been locked up for child endangerment at this point, you know, for putting a known neurotoxin into the water. And the fact that Henrico is hiding this from the citizens, right? They're hiding this. No ordinance, nothing in the water quality report. The water quality report is not telling the truth. No notice to the citizens saying that they started adding fluoride back into the drinking water in 2024. This is very, very, very dangerous given the fact of what we know about fluoride currently. Given everything we know coming out of the National Toxicology Program, given everything that we know coming out of this lawsuit against the EPA. So I don't understand how these people can sleep at night personally, but you let me know what you think. This issue with this water quality report, I think, is one of the more sinister things that they're doing, because at least, you know, prior to this, it was in the water quality report, so at least you knew what was happening to you. Except for, I think this year they didn't even give you the water quality report. They sent something in the mail and said, if you'd like to view it, go online, right? I wonder why they did that this year. Go online if you want to go see your water quality report, where in the past they gave you an actual piece of paper for you to read this information. To me, it seems slimy. Right? It seems like they're all acting like they have a guilty conscience as to what they're doing. If you think fluoride is so fabulous, then why aren't you letting the public know that it's in the drinking water? That's all I have to say. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.